we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
Where was his father? It starts in the house. It starts in the home.
Is Denzel Washington finally speaking out about Diddy's shocking arrest? And could his past cryptic remarks be a warning about the dark secrets of Hollywood's elite?
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone, man. He's my favorite.
Well, if you've heard Denzel's infamous comments about leaving parties before the devil shows up, you might already know the answer.
Denzel always told me we'd be at the parties. He said, you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there.
Denzel Washington is known for his wisdom, but what if his past comments about avoiding Hollywood parties were actually subtle warnings about people like Diddy? With Diddy now facing serious allegations, from tea-ficking to hosting disturbing freak-off parties, Denzel's words are hitting harder than ever.
For whatever reason, the devil got a hold of him, that circumstance, that night.
Was he hinting at something sinister going on behind the scenes? And what about his famous spiritual journey? Could it have saved him from the very lifestyle that's now threatening to take Diddy down?
You have to use your gifts. You know, faith without works is nothing.
Let's dive into Denzel's cryptic remarks and see how they might connect to Diddy's crumbling empire. Denzel Washington has commented in the past about his approach to Hollywood parties. In one viral clip, Denzel talks about leaving parties before the devil shows up.
When you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there, you know, you able to have your integrity. I meant off screen. It's not what you do on screen, what you do off.
Was he subtly hinting at the darker side of these elite gatherings, like the ones hosted by Diddy? Well, Washington has also opened up about his profound connection with spirituality and how it guided him away from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood parties. He reminisced about his upbringing, where his father, a devout man of God, instilled in him the values of faith and righteousness. This foundation would later play a pivotal role in shaping Denzel's character, especially during his early years in the entertainment industry. His spiritual awakening came in the early 1980s when he found himself at a crossroads, torn between the allure of Hollywood revelry and the call of his faith. It was a struggle familiar to many, a battle between the material world and the spiritual realm. Denzel candidly shared that he had several encounters with faith, each time drawing him closer to the divine. One significant turning point occurred when he attended a church service with renowned director Robert Townsend. Denzel decided to surrender himself completely, stepping forward to the altar in a moment of profound vulnerability. In the prayer room, he experienced something inexplicable, a sensation of ascending into the air, his cheeks filled with an overwhelming presence. It was a supernatural experience, leaving a mark on his soul. Despite this powerful encounter, Denzel confessed that he wasn't immediately prepared to fully embrace this newfound spirituality. He acknowledged the struggle within himself, attempting to reconcile his spiritual awakening with the temptations of the entertainment industry. Yet the memory of that transformative moment stayed with him, serving as a grounding force even in the face of immense fame and worldly distractions. Denzel's spiritual journey was not without its challenges. He candidly admitted to succumbing to the allure of materialism and indulging in what he refers to as spiritual muggings.
Try to learn something every day about the spirit and growing stronger as a human being and as a child of God.
However, through it all, his faith remained steadfast. He internalized his mother's wise words, realizing that one couldn't buy their way into heaven and that doing good the right way was the true path to spiritual fulfillment. As Denzel reflected on his life, he expressed a profound shift in his priorities. The pursuit of wealth and fame had lost its luster, and he found solace in a simple yet profound desire to be among the saints when they march in. He embraced the humility of not needing to be first or last, but merely wanting to be a part of that divine assembly. Denzel Washington's story serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of faith and the unwavering strength that spiritual encounters can provide, even in the face of life's most enticing distractions. His journey stands as a beacon of hope for those navigating the complexities of faith and fame, demonstrating that the path to true fulfillment lies in the embrace of the divine. Denzel Washington's comment on being delivered from Hollywood Hollywood partying is a testament of how grotesque those parties actually are. You see, behind the lavish curtains and opulent settings of high-end hotels where such parties take place, there lies a shadowy realm of excess and debauchery hidden from the prying eyes of the public. For years, insiders have whispered tales of decadent parties where the rich and influential indulge in the most obscene and vulgar behavior imaginable. In an interview with Vice, one former operations manager dared to shed light on the nauseating reality that unfolds during these events. Parties where the elite gather to revel in their wealth, displaying a shocking lack of restraint and decency. The interviewee's accounts painted a disturbing picture of extravagance gone awry, leaving behind a trail of filth and degradation.
The day after they had all departed, I got a call from housekeeping saying that one of the showers is busted, and I go take a look at it, and they had hacksawed off the actual shower piece, the shower head, and attached a 4-foot-long anal probe hose.
In these exclusive gatherings, guests spare no expense, purchasing entire hotels for a weekend of unrestrained indulgence. The exorbitant sums spent serve as a testament to their affluence, allowing them to transform luxurious suites into sordid dens of iniquity. Graphic scenes of bodily fluids, stains, and unspeakable acts litter the rooms, turning once pristine spaces into nightmarish visions. One particular incident recounted the aftermath of a party where explicit encounters were not confined to the rooms alone. Guests brazenly engaged in indecent acts in public spaces, leaving the hotel staff aghast at their audacity. The interviewee described the shock of discovering such scenes and the mental scars left behind by these encounters.
After all of the drama and mental scarring that we put up with for this orgy buyout group,
what makes these parties even more disturbing is the blatant disregard for basic human decency. Staff members, often propositioned for explicit favors, found themselves trapped in a degrading environment where their professionalism was undermined and their dignity was stripped away.
The problem with working with the fabulously wealthy is that they often assume that the staff is there at their beck and call regardless of what the request is.
Denzel Washington's influence in Hollywood transcends mere inspiration. He has taken it upon himself to caution fellow actors about the pitfalls within the industry. One significant concern he has raised revolves around the glittering realm of award ceremonies, particularly the revered Academy Awards. For newcomers striving to carve a niche in the entertainment realm, an Oscar nomination often appears as the pinnacle of success. However, Denzel, with his vast experience and numerous accolades, offers a sobering perspective. He implies that the journey to receiving that prestigious plaque may not be as glamorous as it seems. Behind the scenes, there are demands and compromises that aspiring artists might find compromising to their moral and ethical beliefs. Denzel, renowned for his roles in blockbuster films and adorned with a collection of awards that attest to his acting prowess, has become a voice of reason in an industry rife with challenges. Rather than directly naming influential figures, he opted to critique his colleagues, addressing their inflated egos and misplaced arrogance.
You know, people say, oh, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax.
Washington, renowned for his bravery and intellect, fearlessly addresses the dwindling viewership of major Hollywood award shows. In his candid remarks, he sheds light on the excessive politicization of these events, where celebrities often use their platforms to impose their political ideologies on the audience. According to Washington, we are living in a new era where people are growing weary of the woke Hollywood elites, individuals who project an air of superiority while dictating how others should live. He astutely observes the irony of these celebrities congratulating themselves on stage while advocating for societal changes, all from the comfort of their lavish mansions. In this landscape of inflated egos and misplaced priorities, Denzel Washington stands out as a beacon of wisdom and humility. He recognizes the importance of staying grounded and true to one's values, refusing to succumb to the trappings of fame. Despite his own share of challenges in the entertainment industry, Washington remains grounded, offering a refreshing perspective amidst the chaos. Moreover, Denzel dismisses the notion that making movies is an exceptionally arduous task. He compares the challenges of the film industry to more straightforward occupations, such as being a garbage collector or enduring the hardships of war. By doing so, he demystifies the glamorous facade of Hollywood, emphasizing the down-to-earth realities that often go unnoticed in the glitz and glamour of the silver screen.
I like being the garbage man better. But they weren't bad jobs. It's like, people say, oh, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult.
Now, all this comes at a time when Diddy is facing major legal issues, from ST-ficking allegations to other disturbing activities, the mogul's reputation is in shambles. In fact, other celebrities who have been present in Diddy's freak-off parties have spoken about it. For starters, social media influencer, entrepreneur, winemaker, and author Josh Ostrovski allegedly shared a real horror encounter with Diddy and his friends. Josh lives in the United States. The Fat Jew is the name by which he is better recognized on social media.
A lot of people felt one way and a lot of people felt the other way. I sort of got kind of placed into the middle, was like the face of the issue, and I was like, you know, the internet is for yelling and screaming.
Josh basically talked about how he faced the backlash when he exposed Diddy for his dirty actions. Well, it was also natural for the netizens to criticize Josh, because we all know how Diddy has always kept his angelic image among the public. It all started when Josh attended a party that was held on Star Island in Miami, which is also the location of P. Diddy's private mansion. He was there alongside a well-known house producer who was serving as the party's DJ. And what could he have possibly seen there?
That's where things get like hashed out in the most like honest like way. So it was like a bit of an argument, and I, you know, kind of got sort of what I do got put into the middle of it, and I sort of waited for it to be hashed out. I feel like everybody kind of like got their point across, and what we sort of...
Only beautiful women? But if there were only beautiful models there, then there should be nothing wrong with the party.
I mean, it's for like, that's where things get like hashed out in the most like honest like way.
This is something suspicious where Josh might have stumbled because he might have been feared of being recorded wrongfully. And to think of it, it is also very suspicious how a party can only have women while there are no men. But what happened afterward? Josh went to look for the bathroom, and with that, he just made his way down one flight of stairs, and he found himself deep within the twisting corridors of the mansion. And here, two things might have sounded fishy to him. One, no bathrooms in the rooms, and men in the rooms. And this is not it. They were all lying around in a very weird manner.
And they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about and, you know, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but like...
Well, you might know if two people lie like they are spooning, they must be a couple. But two men spooning and seeming to be romantically involved is somewhat very weird.
It would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh
Okay.
my God. It was so prelude to an orgy.
That whole scenario could have been enough for Josh to clear all doubts that Diddy put on a show to invite beautiful women so that no one could find what was actually happening behind that pool packed with women. But Josh did not sit back silently, and even disclosed apparently that Diddy's after parties and parties are no less than anxiety, because when you leave those parties, the scenes haunt you for your life. Aren't we all at this point suffering from raging anxiety? The experiences we do are what people wish they could do, like riding around in a convertible with a llama in New York. There are probably not a lot of people in the world who don't see how Washington might have a problem with Diddy's way of life, considering the actor is almost always speaking about the Bible or miracles in his interviews.
I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it's lonely up there.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know that side of it.
But if you still don't see it, how about the fact that Diddy might have had a thing for illicitly women back in the day? That's right. According to allegations by one of his old bodyguards, Gene Deal, Diddy used to have women around him ingest without their knowledge. The former bodyguard, who used to mostly go everywhere with Diddy, said the rapper had a pattern where he wouldn't put in the alcohol for the ladies because they were always on guard about that.
But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice. They didn't put the and the stuff in the roofies. The E's, all whatever they put it in the juice.
He revealed that instead, Diddy would have the be put into the punch, which most people who want to stay away from alcohol usually took at parties. Little did they know they were taking some pretty strong substances. Again, this in its entirety goes against everything Denzel Washington and his brand seem to stand for, as the actor has been relentless in his preaching about men taking more responsibility in their lives.
Not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter.
Diddy, on the other hand, stays making men in the same room as him as uncomfortable as possible. In 2017, during a Drink Champs interview featuring Fabulous and Jadakiss, Diddy made an uninvited comment. The conversation had been flowing smoothly until Fabulous started discussing how he had spent his birthday with his children. At this point, Diddy, in his typical fashion, couldn't resist interrupting and prodding Fabulous about whether he missed partying with him.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because it seems like a thing.
I miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
But I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
In front of the camera and a live audience, Diddy's relentless curiosity pressured Fabulous into explaining why they had never partied together. The discomfort in Fabulous's body language became palpable as he squirmed in his seat. He seemed so out of his element that, for the remainder of the interview, he avoided making eye contact with Diddy and spent more time staring down at his plate than engaging in the conversation. Additionally, during the same interview, Diddy referred to Nori as Daddy several times and even made him blow the birthday cakes.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping, when you scrambling and scraping.
Now, this situation was not only embarrassing for these grown men, but also very creepy. Another celebrity who has revealed what he experienced in Diddy's parties is Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx has long been a guest at Diddy's infamous parties, events that have been the subject of wild rumors for years. Some say these parties weren't just about music and fun, they were far more sinister. For those in the know, Diddy's lavish lifestyle comes with a price. Many celebrities who have attended these gatherings often left with more than just memories. Insiders have whispered for years that Diddy exerts control over those closest to him, either through blackmail, influence, or worse. And Jamie Foxx? Well, he was one of Diddy's frequent guests, which made people wonder what exactly was going on behind closed doors. In fact, there was a time when Diddy allegedly forced Jamie Foxx to play a game of naked basketball. Yes, you heard that right, naked basketball. Diddy, known for his wild parties and larger-than-life personality, supposedly came up with this crazy idea to break the ice and make the night unforgettable.
If you want to know who was probably at these games, just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful ones.
Now, can you imagine being at that party? Talk about taking things to a whole new level. Say what you will, but Diddy certainly knows how to throw an unforgettable bash. The big question, though, is, did Jamie Foxx actually go through with it? Well, it seems that Jamie was a good sport and didn't shy away from the challenge. He embraced the moment and jumped right into the game of naked basketball.
He would invite over a lot of Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only.
Wow, that's definitely pushing boundaries and stepping way out of your comfort zone. But hey, when you're with Diddy and other A-listers, anything can happen, right? But here's the thing. This wasn't Jamie's first time at one of Diddy's infamous parties. In fact, an old clip of Jamie Foxx revealing shocking details from one of Diddy's creepy parties resurfaced online last year.
Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera.
Back in the early days of Jamie's entertainment career, when he was still trying to break into the music industry, he attended one of Diddy's exclusive parties in Beverly Hills. Jamie, always sharp, brought a camera along, hoping to document the night. And when he asked Diddy for permission to film, Diddy was all for it.
The big Canon, yo, Puff, I should document this, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonzra, whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get the...
This wasn't just any party. It cost a jaw-dropping $1.5 million, with a guest list full of A-list celebrities arriving in luxury cars. Jamie followed Diddy into the lavish pool party, and the first person his camera caught was none other than Dr. Ruth, the famous Hollywood therapist. Sensing a golden moment, Jamie got Dr. Ruth to have a spontaneous conversation with Diddy right on camera. And then, out of nowhere, Dr. Ruth and Diddy hit the dance floor by the pool, vibing to Beyoncé's Crazy in Love. The scene was electric, the crowd loving it, and even Jamie Foxx gave a nod to the energy and spirit of the night while honoring the late Heavy D. Jamie wasn't just a guest, though. He took on the role of teaching Diddy how to party on a budget. His stories about showing Diddy how to throw an amazing party without spending a fortune have become legendary. In fact, Jamie even shared the story on The Colbert Show, reminiscing about how he turned Diddy into a thrifty party pro. But aside from teaching Diddy how to party on a budget, Jamie also revealed that Diddy's parties were the craziest he had ever been to. These parties were more than just expensive. They were also a hotbed of unusual behavior, seemingly orchestrated by Diddy to fulfill his fantasies. In any case, the leaked footage of Diddy's freak-off parties doesn't just affect Denzel, it's sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Everyone's waiting to see who else might be implicated in this scandal. With rumors swirling about other celebrities attending these infamous parties, it's clear that the fallout from this leak is far from over. Many fans believe that Diddy, in his desperation to save himself, may start exposing others to cut a deal with the feds. Some are even speculating that many industry bigwigs will be dragged down with Diddy.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story.
Drake. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith.
In fact, there are whispers that Diddy might start naming politicians and other celebrities involved in these parties. One of the most pressing questions now is whether Diddy will testify in court. If he does, the information he could reveal could tear Hollywood apart. Many people online are predicting that Diddy won't make it to the witness stand. They believe that much like Jeffrey Epstein, Diddy might be taken out before he has the chance to expose everyone involved. Twitter is buzzing with conspiracy theories, and the belief that Diddy knows too much for his own good is widespread. There's even speculation that Diddy's decision to testify could lead to more deaths in Hollywood, as the secrets he holds are too dangerous. Fans are on high alert, waiting to see how deep this rabbit hole goes, and whether Hollywood's elite will ever be the same. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.